Testing, testing, testing. Welcome to the all-new designed Luca Does music channel. What was once known as Darktone Productions is dead, it's over. We're moving on. You're gonna see more of my face now. I've got new content on this channel coming. Music reviews, reactions, rankings, you name it. Just like any other fucking YouTuber out there, bro. We're doing our own thing. We're doing a Kendrick ranking, Kendrick Lamar. We all know him, we all love him. I'm gonna rank through his discography. I mean, such an unoriginal idea, I know, but I feel like my opinion needs to be heard. It needs to be out there for everyone to hear. And I will have some controversial calls in this video, but frankly, I don't really give a shit because it's my opinion. My opinion is superior to everyone else's. And I apologize for the very minimalist setup. I'm in my new apartment. Usually if it was back at my hometown in my family's house, bro, I'd have posters everywhere, fucking Frank Ocean, Kendrick, fucking everyone, but we're here in the city now, so you gotta deal with it. I don't have a mic either. I do not have a mic, man. We're so cooked. First album. We're gonna go bottom to top because obviously you gotta save the best to last. So taking the bottom spot is Overly Dedicated, his debut mixtape. Look, not much has to be said about Overly Dedicated. It's a solid project, but it's like Kendrick just showing his potential, you know, like trying to up his game into like mainstream. This is when everyone, like, this is what started to blow him up, if you could call it that. Blow up album, blow up mixtape. It's got a few bangers, right? Like, just to name a few: Ignorance is Bliss, Michael Jordan, you know, the list goes on. It's a decent project, but obviously compared to his more recent work, you know, it's not as good. That's about it. Look, don't expect no fucking Anthony Fantano review, bro. This is not that type of channel. If you want that, go watch the Melons videos, but I don't really give a shit. Yeah, moving on. Sorry, I'm back again. I'm just editing this video now and realize I called Overly Dedicated Ignorance is Bliss more than one time during this video. So every time you hear Ignorance is Bliss, I'm probably referring to Overly Dedicated. Please forgive me, I had no script. Can you blame a dude though? It's my first fucking video, bro. Okay, enjoy. All right, moving on to the next spot, we have Section 80. Great album. I got no complaints with this one. Like, classic Kendrick rap. Like, it's like Ignorance is Bliss on fucking steroids. Like, clears Ignorance is Bliss in my opinion. And it's got so many bangers. Like, I've got the list up here. We got Fuck Your Ethnicity, Hold Up, ADHD, No Makeup Her Vice, bro, Ronald Reagan era, fucking Keisha's song, Rigor Mortis, Cushion Corinthians, High Power, bro. Like, come on, it doesn't get much better. But like, it's a great album, but obviously it still doesn't compare to his more recent work. And we'll get into that next spot. The next spot I have gone, very controversial opinion, but it's one I firmly believe in. Next spot is GNX, his most recent album. It's gonna piss a lot of people off, but it's true. Fucking, look, I like GNX. GNX is great, but I can just see if this video blows up at all, bro, I'm cooked because yeah, because so many people love GNX. I've seen people say it's his best album. It's not his best album. Like, I love GNX, like Whacked Up Murals, Scrobble Up, heaps of hits, right? Obviously it came post Drake beef, and it's really just him talking his shit, you know, like telling everyone how he really feels and he's not to be fucked with and stuff. It's like a fucking victory lap almost, but like, it's just him talking his shit. But other than that though, like, it's got some great songs, but like, genuinely, I can't, apart from a few songs, I can't really see myself returning to it that much compared to the next few on the list, which we're gonna dive right into. Controversial opinion number 2 incoming, but I think it's for good reasoning. I don't think people will be as mad, I hope. But number 5, I have Untitled Unmastered. I know. Leave the hate comments for now. Let me explain. Actually, I'll explain later. I just feel, I don't know, this isn't really an album. Obviously, it's like a mixtape of To Pimp a Butterfly, like demos, whatever. And they're all bangers. Like, Untitled 05 is probably my favorite all-time Kendrick song. But I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's just, like, I can't complain about it. Like, I love that album. Mixtape, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know, it just doesn't beat my top 4 for whatever reason. I have no other reasoning. I don't know if it's the length of the project, how well produced it is. I really couldn't give a shit how well produced it is, but for no reason whatsoever, it just sits there. I have the urge to put it up in 4th, but then I think of what's in 4th place and I'm like, I just can't put it above it. So I'm gonna put it at 5. I think it's clears GNX, but I can't put it at 4th. Cannot put it at 4th. Anyway, in 4th place, it's Damn. Great project. This was almost gonna go in my 3rd spot, but I'll get into why it isn't. I have also no complaints about this album. I first heard a bit of it when it first came out. I started listening to Kendrick around, obviously, Humble and DNA. Those are the first 2 Kendrick songs I heard. Just because they were the hits, you know. And then I didn't really listen to the album until like lockdown, but I'd heard a few songs beforehand. This album has hits, it has amazing fucking storytelling, amazing instrumentals. The Duckworth instrumental is probably top. There is a debate for one of the best beats of all time. It's so good. Then obviously Steve Lacy doing the guitar on Pride. Chef's Kiss. It's so good. One thing I don't like about it is the song Ya. That's pretty much it. I think Ya is the weakest song on the album. If we're excluding the intro Blood. But I feel like Blood's iconic. Like, you can't have Damn, especially the ending of Blood transitioning into DNA. It's like a additional intro for DNA. Like, I feel like it just has to be on there. But Yeah, I feel like it's just the weakest. I love God. Not in real life, I'm not religious. The song God. God is a great song. I feel like that gets hated on a bit too, as like a weaker song on the album, but I love that song. I feel like Ya is the only, like, yeah, and don't get me wrong, Ya is a good song, but like, if I had to remove any song from that album, it'll be Ya. That's pretty much it. Damn is a great album, and it would have pushed my 3rd spot, but for reasons I'll get into, Mr. Morale is at third spot. Yeah, Mr. Morale at third. I remember the hype for this was insane. Like me and my mate in school, I think it was year 11 when this came out. Me and my mate in class would just, when Kendrick was posting on the Oklahoma website, like the photos, like the disc 1, disc 2, and the hype was crazy. And we listened to it at school. It came out when we were at lunch, and it was sick. Like, I remember walking home from school, listening to it for the second time. I don't know, just to get the full experience, and I loved it. First couple listens, I didn't really get it. I won't lie. Like, I knew it was about therapy, like Kendrick's therapy sessions, dealing with his inner demons, whatever. But over time, coming back to it, you know, I've connected to it even more. Like, there's some things in this album I've experienced myself, and I found this album therapeutic for me personally as well, which has really helped me. Like, a lot of my new favorite Kendrick songs land on this album because they've really helped me with my struggles and some stuff I've been through. So if you're feeling like that, I recommend checking this out because, like, it's a very therapeutic album. It got me through a lot of shit. So yeah, check it out. Yeah. Couple complaints about Mr. Morale though. There's a few songs on there similar to Damn that I just felt like didn't need to be on there. Controversial opinion, number 3, Silent Hill with Kodak Black did not need to be on this album. I loved that song at first, when it first came out. Then over time, I kept listening to this album and I did not get the hype behind this song. Like, it just grew off me completely. In comparison to the rest of the album, like, it's by far one of the weakest songs. Another controversial opinion, also Die Hard. The song Die Hard sort of fits the concept of the album, but I just, from day one, I just didn't really like this song as much. Especially the chorus, like, I don't know, something about it, man. Like, it's a good song, like, they're all good songs, but I feel like it could have done with some tweaking the final version of this album, because some songs did not need to be on there. But yeah, as I said, very therapeutic album. I recommend it if you haven't heard it. And number 2, controversial opinion number whatever, I don't know anymore. To Pimp a Butterfly, number 2. I know. This is regarded obviously as the greatest album of all time. And I would agree with that. If someone says, what do you think is the greatest album of all time? I don't think I would say To Pimp a Butterfly, but if someone says it, it's the greatest album of all time. I'm not gonna say, oh no, it's not. Like, I will agree with you because I think it is one of the greatest albums of all time. Production-wise, concept-wise, it's amazing. Like, front to back, the I Remember You Was Conflicted poem, you know, fucking insane. The reason it's at number 2, I don't know. I feel like you all probably know my number 1 spot right now, but I'll get into that more in a sec. But I feel like my number 1 spot, I don't know, I fuck with more for some reason, even though I think this is the best album of all time. Maybe I didn't connect with it as much. That could be the problem. Obviously the album's about the experience of being black in America, and also dives into like racism themes, etc. Maybe I just don't connect with it. Obviously, look at me, bro, like, I'm just a white kid, man. Like, but you know, I still love the album. I like what it's about. I like the message it's portraying. Like, yeah, it's amazing. But maybe for that reason, maybe because I just don't connect with it as much, it sits in my number 2. And the well-anticipated number 1 spot goes to Good Kid, Mad City. This was the first Kendrick album I heard front to back. obviously I said during my Damn review that I listened to Damn in lockdown. I listened to all of Kendrick's albums in lockdown pretty much before Mr. Morale dropped. But this was the first Kendrick album I heard front to back in lockdown, and I had a blast. Like, this album is fucking insane. Like, production wise, storytelling wise, like Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, bro. That song still brings me to tears. It doesn't matter who you are. If you don't cry hearing that song, then there's something wrong with you. Like, come on, like, that's probably the most heart-wrenching song of all time. And it goes for 12 minutes, bro. Like, it's just 12 minutes of suffering the whole time. Like, it's awful, but it's an amazing song. This was Kendrick's breakout album. Like, this brought him to the mainstream. And he was robbed of the Grammy. And then Macklemore, being Macklemore, publicly posted that apology, like, you were robbed. You should have won the Grammy, bro. I fuck with you. Respect. Like, Macklemore's a clown. I went through a Macklemore phase when I was like 12. We're not gonna talk about that. He was my favorite artist at one point, but he's corny, bro. He's so corny. Enough of that. Obviously, yeah, he was robbed of the Grammy. Like, this album is fucking insane. I think it'll always be my favorite Kendrick album. Like, nothing comes close to it in my opinion. So many hits, great storytelling, and it brings you like all type of emotions. Like, you can go from happy to, like, I don't know, fucking depressed to happy again. Like, it's like a roller coaster of emotions listening to this album. I think that's why it will be my favorite, because just on the ride it takes you, like, fucking insane. Good Kid, Mad City, my number one spot. Well, that's gonna wrap it up. That's my Kendrick ranking. Yeah, I'm gonna get some hate for this. I can just tell, I can smell the comments. People are gonna be like, GNX's fucking top 3 Kendrick, Untitled Unmastered is top 3 Kendrick. I respect your opinion, but this is my opinion. I can't change that. So stay mad, I guess.